Good morning. Welcome to this morning's service. Ohayo gozaimasu. It's nice to have everyone here and there joining us for this family service today. Usually we're in the beginnings of our bazaar season for all our temples, and we're all missing that, but nice to see that a lot of the temples in the nearby area, Bay Area, are trying different things to substitute for their bazaars, and so we're starting to see what they have planned, and they kind of emerge, and we get to have some opportunities to maybe visit or try some of the foods that they are offering in place of their usual bazaars. So it's kind of a interesting and fun setting to be able to explore the different creativity that are expressed by our temples. So thank you again for being here. I would like to introduce you to our chairpersons for today. Today, serving as our service chairpersons, we have John Wayne Bear and Graduation Bear. It's always fun to see who teams up with each other. Different occasions and temple members seem to find each other and have things of interest that they share, and somehow they connect and help out at the temple here and there. And it's always nice, especially during service, to have the chairpersons team up and join the rest of us. So John Wayne Bear, as you know, is our Hollywood aficionado, and he keeps us up to breast on what's going on in the movie scene. We call him John, as he's known in the industry. And Graduation Bear, he graduated a couple of weeks ago, but he's so happy about it that he still has his cap and his diploma, and he's showing it, making sure we all know that he did indeed graduate. They're wearing their masks and reminding us again to continue to be cautious during these pandemic conditions. And they each have their onenju, so they are ready for service. Let me share our service order for today. We will have the readings of the three treasures and the Raisanmon, three treasures in Japanese. Then I'll take my seat upon the altar for the chanting of the Sanbujo and the Juseige. Nembutsu and Ekoku will complete the chanting portion of our service, and then I'll come back down for our Dharma message. So let us begin with the three treasures. Please join me. Three treasures. Hard is it to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the teachings of the Blessed One. Now we hear it. If we do not realize the truth in this life, when will it be realized? Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in the Buddha. May we absorb ourselves in the principle of the way to enlightenment and awaken in ourselves the supreme will. I take refuge in the Dharma. May we be submerged in the depths of the doctrine and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in the Sangha. May we live in harmony in the great assembly as disciples of Buddha and be freed from all hindrances, becoming units of true accord in the life of harmony, in a spirit of universal oneness, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through myriad ages of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful doctrine. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Tathagata's teachings. Raisanmon. Ninjin ukegatashi imasude ni uku. Buppo kikigatashi imasude ni kiku. Konomi konjo ni mukatte dosezun ba, sarani izure no shou ni mukatte kakonomi o dosen. Daishu moro tomo ni shishin ni sambo ni kieshi tatematsuru beshi. 自ら仏に帰依し立て祀る。まさに願わくば主情とともに、大道を体現して無常意を起こさん。自ら法に帰依し立て祀る。まさに願わくば主情とともに、深く共造に入りて知恵海のごとくならん。自ら僧に帰依し立て祀る。まさに願わくば主情とともに、大衆を通りして一切無下ならん。無常人人未妙の方は百千万号にも愛をことかたし、我今検問し従事することを得たり、願わくば如来の真実義を消し立て祀らん。ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏、ナマンダー、ナマンダー、ナマンダー、ナマンダー。三部上、中世芸。ナマンダー、ナマンダー、ナマンダー、ナマンダー、ナマンダー。 小貧具政府上昇学菓子上運動幼少長地法空教未証門政府上昇学利欲人少年上映主本業四具無浄土一生天人師人力現代公不傷無才道少女三苦名交際重役難回避知恵見滅死根門永息小悪道通乱前修門高僧上満足異様老実法日願十十期天候普賢一周解放像公正功徳法上大集中説法施施空供養一切仏具足習徳本観念心上門徳一三概要養分無下知通乱未不詳感覚営利投資最小損志願略効果大戦の感動国書天人東鎮妙慶ナマンダムナマンダムナマンダムナマンダムナマンダムナマンダムがんにしくろく平等性一切どんも大心往生あらこナマンダナマンダナマンダナマンダナマンダナマンダナマンダナマンダ Namanda, 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 Namanda. Good morning again, everyone. Nice to have so many of you here. In the comfort of your homes, you're able to join our services, and it is special to me to know that you are all here today. Today, I thought I would talk about our practice and the Obutsudan. Please listen to this poem that I can begin with. The canary that has forgotten how to sing is discarded in the mountains. So we all know canaries. They're known for their songs. And in this poem, in the canary that has forgotten how to sing is discarded in the mountains. So this poem points to losing our essence we are spiritual beings, and to recognize and to nurture this aspect of ourselves is something that we should not lose. When we consider our wellness, we have a physical side, we have a spiritual side. And some try hard to take care of their bodies, to eat well, to get exercise, and some maybe not so much, okay? We can watch and observe, and we can tell who's doing this, who chooses not to. You can tell. Maybe people are walking or running, playing golf, sports, going to the gym, these kind of activities, so their bodies get enough exercise and they feel healthy, they have a tone in their bodies and their muscles, and so they feel better, they carry themselves better, they feel more healthy. So you can tell when they do these things. And in the same way, we can watch and see who nurtures their spiritual side regularly, who enters the temple easily, who bows comfortably, and who is natural and at ease when they put their hands together. It takes practice, and it shows, and you can tell. Some of the older ones in the temple may remember coming home as children and asked, "Have you done Omairi?" Omairi is to stop in mindful pause in front of the home altar. Some may do a full service with the lighting of incense and do a short chant, and others might just pause briefly, put their hands together before running into the kitchen. Have you done Omairi? Unless you do Omairi, you can't eat dinner. The first generation come with this mind of practice, the mind to recognize and to bow to our connections to the infinite. Then somehow along the way we've lost this in our attempt to become American, in our attempt to blend in to dominant society, to appear to be more modern and less superstitious. Many shied away from doing things that we didn't see on television or in the movies. Self-conscious of our color and our Buddhist heritage, we faced a double discrimination. We have images and we know stories of our Issei who carried a Obutsudan to camp with them when they could only carry just a fraction of what they owned. Now many of us don't even have an Obutsudan. Have you heard the term, the sacred window? The sacred window is the altar, whether at the temple or at home, the home altar. And it's a special place where we open ourselves to the touch of the infinite. We're able to know, to remind ourselves that we are spiritual beings and that it is helpful and healthful to cultivate our spiritual side. Now that we know that it's okay to be different, that it's okay to be ourselves, that we don't need to accept the values that are forced upon us by a dominant society, maybe it's time to reclaim the beautiful practices and the ways we may have discarded along the way. Stop at the Obutsudan and bow. Practice the practice. Let me read this poem one more time about the canary. The canary that has forgotten how to sing, it is discarded in the mountains. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda, 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 Namanda. Thank you very much for letting me share these thoughts. Appreciate you all being here once again. We'd like to take a moment to thank everyone who has provided something to allow these services to become. People have taken care of the flowers, the fruit offerings, and the opopon, video settings, and all of these things are taken care of in the background so that we can enjoy these services in the comfort of our homes. And we thank them all for being a part of the efforts. So now we'll light our incense here and there, and you can prepare to do your Oshoko as you have set up to do in your homes, whether lighting actual incense or flower petals, pebbles, marbles, each of these things as you have customized in your homes. So with this, we will close this service. Please join me in Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda, Namanda, Namanda. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Namanda, 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 Namanda.